Hello, my crafty friends. I hope that you're having a great week. I thought that I would do my first craft with me video because I bought this KS Crafts shaker die and I loved it and wanted to get to it because I was super excited about it. And then this morning I was watching a video at Pen Pal with Dawn. Her name's Donna, and she used the tool for her shaker tops. And I've seen like Lisa at Wall of Glitter make pockets with this. And I always think that it's so precious, you know, to use tool. So I thought I would make one with you while you're on here. So I cut a lot of stuff out beforehand, and I cut the words, and then Donna Designs sent me a, what was it? It was the foam tape. Yes, it was even right here. The foam tape words with the letters propped up on foam, which I thought was so cute. So I even cut out some foam to do that with these tickets. And with the KS Crafts, the die came, the solid die came like this. So it can be a bag topper. It can be a card if you want it to be. So there are plenty of options about what you can do with this. And I even just thought that you could glue it over and make it thicker and more sturdier if you don't want to do a bag topper. So I want to start out with this purple one. I don't craft with purple that often, so I don't have that many different color of foam. So when I do this, you know, the colors are very primary because I am trying to use what I have and not buy anymore. Saving up for some summer activities since it seems like it's just around the corner. So and since I have a thinner foam, I'm going to do 2 layers to actually get some great dimension on there. Some great depth. Let me know if you've ever made a shaker with tooling before. I thought it was kind of brilliant. So if you ever see my desk dirty, it's because I glue directly on it. I probably should pull out my silicone mat, but I just hop into it without even prepping. Now, my husband, on the other hand, he is the kind that will prep and make sure that everything's good, which is really nice too. So we have that. And then I'm going to get some shaker bits. I was thinking about using this one. So this came in a set, and this one has brown in it, which is different, you know. Maybe it was supposed to be a better green, but I thought with the shaker being so kind of like a big space, we'd use the bigger sprinkles like that. So have the base, the 2 layers of foam on there, and I'm gonna put a little more. maybe more. Sometimes I feel like I overfill it, and then other times I'm just like, yeah, it wasn't enough. But with this being tool here, I don't want to, you know, it will bulge out if it needs to. Might take a little longer to dry too, to make sure that it's going to stay in place. So I'm trying to keep my foam aligned, but it's wanting to slide a little with this wet glue. So I've had this glue for a while, so it does plug up a little bit. I haven't put the lid on it all the time pretty much. So let me know what kind of glue you like to use for your shakers too. If there's a better kind than the Bearly Arts, because I do notice that it takes a little while to dry. I might even put a little more right here. And we'll lay this tooling on here. This mesh. And look, you can barely tell it's there. Very cute. And then come in here and put this paper on it. Maybe I'll put a little more glue on here to really feel it. So when this glue is dry, I'll definitely go through and trim up the edges. Wow, it's just really wanting to slide all over. So I'm gonna snag my clip, my trusty dusty clips that I have found at the Dollar Tree. And when I first bought them, I thought, well, there are a couple of projects that I might like to hold down close. But I really use them more than I thought I would. So and then who knows? I might need to come through here and trim up some foam to make it more even. Grab a couple more clips. And then I'm gonna take some scrap out of my trash to grab the excess glue. Before it gets too messy here. I think we're gonna try to line this up a tad bit better. And the great thing is, if it looks funky, you can just embellish and cover it up like that. So maybe hot glue would be better for this. But I do remember this working when I've made the bee shakers. Then I'm gonna put some weight on it. So sometimes, since I don't have that many foams, I like to do a couple layers of paper and stack them up like that too. So it does take longer, but I do have a ton of paper and I'm not really that greatly skilled at foam yet. So you can see why I wouldn't want to really do with it that much. So, but crafting is all about learning and enjoying the process, and these are handmade, so they're not going to be perfect, you know. And it's better to have fun and make mistakes than get stressed over it. So and if all else fails, throw a little glitter on it. Luckily, this glue does dry pretty clear. And sometimes I like it with the paper because it does match so well compared to the foam where it's always a shade different. But I know when you're enjoying what someone made for you, you're not looking at the foam or the tiny bit of glue that squirts on. Look at that crazy one. We're going to take that one out, and we're going to take this curvy one out. So we have mesh layer. I might even just trim up these little tag pieces so they're not crooked. And for the mesh, I just really use the die, the same die as this, to make the mesh the right size. This gets a little messy too, but that's okay. Pull it a little more down this way. And then anything that keeps on showing at the end, we can just trim off. So that one went really well. And then let's pull out one of these foam tickets I cut up, and I have a shiny pink, I have gold, a gold ticket, and a darker purple. I might do the dark purple because we have some purple into the shaker mix too. So when I tried to kind of match there, but that's okay. It's not exactly exact color. Sorry, springtime and my allergies are going. I don't know. I think I'm gonna go with gold. Then we have tickets here. And could do it here, or I could use it, do off center and connect to the frame too. Let's see if I can lift it up and probably not the best time to fold this right now, but we're gonna go for it. Yeah, I think I'm gonna go off center, and then I can add some flowers here. I don't know if it was wise, but I did put glue all over so that it will connect to the mesh a little bit too. Let's flatten out the my name tag too. Keep this flat. Perfect. Oh, I like the sprinkles. Fun and festive. And then I have one more here with shininess. And then I'm gonna pick a white and pink foam. Maybe pink and purple. Do a little contrast. Maybe I will pull out my hot glue gun. And see if that works. So I see Erin and a couple of the other ladies have made the investment to do the hot glue gun that heats up within like 30 seconds, which is amazing. And I might eventually ask for that for my birthday. So let's do let's do the hot pink. Should I do hot pink? Maybe I should have done them all in gold. Maybe I'll do off-centered slightly. Yeah, I think I'll do that. I'm gonna do this with the purple. So we have the foam tickets here. Then I'm going to put this purple on evenly as much as possible, but it's okay if it's not. Be part of the beauty of it. Yeah. I feel like that one already took to the glue. And then we will put a little pink layer just slightly off. I'm going to hold that there. And with the hot glue gun, I'm just going to put it directly on the paper. That glue dot already dried up so quickly, but that's okay. You can see the chemical reaction happening on that purple. It's changing it a different color. Okay, press it down. Yeah, next time I'm just gonna go and get it with my finger so it doesn't dry. I wonder if I can kind of pull that spot out. Nope, it's pretty hooked onto that paper. That's okay. And then we're gonna put the mesh layer on. I'm just gonna cut off the little nubby guys so that they're out of the way. And oh, I should put some sprinkles on. Maybe I'll do sequences with this one. I wonder where I put my sequences. Hold on. Okay, I'm back. So, just got some sequencing, and let's do light pink. And a tiny bit of purple. Let's do a lighter shade of purple. And let's do some white. Translucent before, not the white, but and then let's do some partially translucent green to have some more contrast in there. Then I got some purple and the pink. So let's pull that purple out. And I think I'll do some more dark purple too. So I think that will look great. Let's do some more green. So. No, the nut, and it's sticking to me. So, oops. And we'll press this up. And this down. Let's get the stringy eyes out of there. Okay. So since that nut just wanted to hook onto the hot glue gun so quickly, I'm going to put the glue on here. Grab another glue stick. Okay. So this side's giving me trouble because I had the part that kind of cooled before I got the glue stick in. Now we're just overflowing. Let's see if that checks out. So that does not look that great. Not sure what I'm gonna do about that, but okay. Let's just make sure that it doesn't let out any sequences. And then we'll put this tickets. Maybe I'll leave this one blank and embellish it later. So, so this glue do not like to stick to each other for the purple one. So I'm gonna go through here and get some purple, some hot glue on this purple amount. Same for up here. So hot glue is the way to go. So it's adorable. And then, of course, using all paper for this one and the glue for that one actually stuck. So there's that one, and thank you for crafting with me. Bye.